The bus pulls up, the doors open, people get off, I get on, and the bus driver turns to me, yells at me and says, "No, I've got a 5-minute break, you can't get on the bus." He was so aggressive. So I'm going to tell you in this video about how to deal with aggressive men, and I'll also tell you what happened after that. I'm Anna Cheney, I'm an actor and I'm also a yoga teacher, and I worked as a nurse for many years. I've dealt with many aggressive men in my life, unfortunately, and some of them I've been in relationships with. Lucky me. I make these videos because I want to empower women, especially women who experience anxiety. So my videos are on health, love and relationships. Please subscribe and give me the like. So there are two main ways that you can deal with someone who is aggressive and treating you like a piece of garbage. The first way is to engage with them, and the second way is to not engage with them. So what I've learned over the years, and I've just turned 40 and I've had many years of experience, is that you really need to notice where that person is at and think, are they in control or are they not in control? So that's the first step. Then also, how am I feeling? Do I feel safe? Do I feel in control or do I not feel in control? Because if either of those situations are happening and you only need one, my suggestion to you would be to get away, walk away, disengage. Now that's all very easy for me to say in a situation like this, where I was on a bus and when he spoke to me like this and said, "No, I need a break, I've got a break, 5 minutes, whatever." I chose to respond with one word, and it was perhaps a little inflammatory. I don't know that it was the best way of handling it, but I said, "Aggressive." And then I got off the bus, which I think infuriated him actually. But I wanted him to know that I thought his behaviour was aggressive, and I knew that he was not in a state of mind where he was going to listen to how I felt. So I got off the bus and I went and sat down next to these two women. A woman on this side and a woman on this side. They didn't know each other, but we all had a lovely chat. And then this aggressive man came over and yelled at me. And he said, what was aggressive about the way that I spoke to you? And he was so angry, and I couldn't help but see the irony of it. Like, this is comedy, right? Do you realise how aggressive you're being with me right now? But I didn't say that. So I just want to quickly ask you, what would you have done in this situation if a man got off the bus, came over and used his 5-minute break to yell at you and to say, how was I being aggressive? What was the way in which I was aggressive? The way that you think that you might respond isn't necessarily right or wrong. It's just good to work out how you think you would naturally respond, because once you're aware of how you ordinarily behave, then you can choose to change it if you want to. So in the past, my response to this kind of question would have been to answer him. So I would have said, "Well, the way that you spoke to me was loud, your voice was raised, your temple was furrowed, and I didn't like the way that you spoke to me." And I would have spoken to him respectfully and quietly, and I would have given him the respect that I felt that I deserved. Now, what I've learned over the years and what I want to explain to you is that this kind of behaviour, this kind of aggression, and coming at me and asking me a question like, "What about the way I spoke to you was aggressive?" is not a question. It's not a question. It is, "I want to have a fight, let's have a fight." And this kind of behaviour is called power over. So this man wants power over me, and he wants to make himself feel better about himself, and he wants to win. I do not want to engage in a fight. If he came up to me and said, "Let's have a fight," I would say no. But because it's disguised in this question of what was aggressive about the way that I was speaking to you, often when we feel threatened or we're going to fight or flight and we can't think properly, we just instantly answer their questions. And I really don't think that's the best way to go. So now, after years of practice, I said to him, "What's your name?" Well, he didn't like that very much at all, and then he asked me the same question again. "No, I'm not giving you my name. I want to know, what about the way I spoke to you was aggressive? I was not being aggressive." And once again, he's wanting to engage. He's wanting to say, "Let's have a fight. I want to have it out with you and I want to win." And so I said the same thing. "What's your name?" He said, "No, I'm not giving you my name. I want to know why I was aggressive." And I said it again, "What's your name?" So I think by the third time, he had realised I'm not going to engage with you in a fight. I'm not interested in stepping into the boxing ring with you. I want to be safe here on the bench with my posse, with my sisterhood. So he walked away and he started smoking in front of the bus at the bus stop, which is illegal. So I took a photo of him and sent it to the State Authority Board. And they wrote back to me and said that they've organised to have a meeting with him. So I hope he's lost his job, sucker. Suffer in your jocks. So they're your two options. You can engage or you can disengage. Ideally, if you've got the opportunity, walk away, step away. You do not need to engage with that kind of behaviour at all. The other option, if you do choose to engage, and sometimes you don't have the luxury of walking away, especially if you live with that person or if you work with that person. So sometimes the best option is to engage, but not on an emotional level. So you might say something like, I don't like this conversation and I'd like to talk about it another time. Or I'm going to go for a walk. Something that's really not buying into their questions and their argument. Because if you reframe it and you look at it as this man's coming over to me and saying, I want to fight, let's fight, then you would know in your mind, that's not what I want at all. No, I do not want to have a fight with you, and I'm not going to. You have choices. Thank you so much for watching my channel. I really appreciate it, and please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of this video. Please subscribe and give me the like. Let me know if you have any questions, and if you'd like to join my mailing list, feel free. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.